The lifestyle trap that keeps you broke. Are you working harder every month but still feel broke? Hidden subscriptions, convenient spending, and lifestyle upgrades are silently draining your wallet. In this video, we reveal the lifestyle trap keeping you from financial freedom and how to take back control before it's too late. Every month, you tell yourself you're in control. Bills are paid, rent is covered, groceries are bought, and somehow there's just enough left for the small indulgences. A coffee here, a meal delivery there, a new gadget for convenience. Individually, these purchases feel harmless. Collectively, they quietly erode your financial foundation. This is the step into what I call the lifestyle trap. The lifestyle trap doesn't hit in dramatic waves. It creeps in slowly, month after month, disguised as normal living. You're not overspending on luxury watches or extravagant vacations. You're living the life you believe you can afford, but that life is subtly expanding to match what you earn. Each paycheck fuels a lifestyle that rises to meet income rather than build security. This phenomenon is called lifestyle creep, and it's the core reason middle-class earners feel perpetually strapped. The trap seems invisible because the purchases are small. Your brain doesn't register minor, repetitive losses in the same way it registers large expenses. A $10 coffee seems trivial. A $20 rideshare is nothing compared to your paycheck. But over a month, these small, untracked costs add up. Dozens of tiny decisions compound into hundreds, even thousands of dollars spent without real awareness. The psychology behind it is compelling. After a long day, convenience feels priceless. Spending a little extra to save time or effort feels justified. You are subconsciously paying for comfort and decision fatigue. This is not laziness, it's human behavior. The environment is designed to make consumption effortless, so your brain doesn't fully feel the cost. Another layer is social comparison. You scroll through social media and see friends upgrading phones, moving to better apartments, or taking premium vacations. Without thinking, your own standard of living shifts upward. You buy slightly more expensive groceries. You opt for a bigger screen or a newer gadget. You don't feel rich. You feel normal at a higher cost. That normalization is a subtle trap that keeps spending aligned with perceived social norms rather than actual needs. Awareness is the first defense. If you track every dollar, the illusion collapses. You see where the leaks are. Subscriptions you forgot about, convenience purchases, small indulgences. Suddenly, you realize that your lifestyle isn't cheap. It's slowly draining your resources. And it's invisible because it hides in everyday choices you don't consciously evaluate. The critical insight is this: earning more doesn't fix the problem if your lifestyle automatically expands to match it. Raises, bonuses, or side hustles often disappear as quickly as they come, absorbed by the lifestyle trap. In fact, higher income can accelerate the trap because increased earnings are spent on higher living costs rather than saving or investing. That is why so many middle-class earners feel like they're working harder but never getting ahead. Your money isn't disappearing randomly. It's being redirected subtly into a lifestyle designed for comfort, convenience, and social alignment. Without conscious design, your finances will always follow the path of least resistance. Lifestyle creep quietly consumes your earnings, turning small, seemingly harmless choices into a financial trap. Now, it's time to dig deeper and identify the specific invisible traps that eat away at your money every month. Most of them are hidden in plain sight, disguised as convenience, comfort, or even necessity. The first major trap is subscriptions and recurring payments. In today's world, almost everything has a monthly fee. Streaming platforms, cloud storage, fitness apps, meal delivery services, premium software, or even forgotten trials. Individually, $10 here, $15 there seems insignificant, but multiply that across several services, and your bank account is silently losing hundreds each month. Worse, automation hides the pain. You rarely feel the impact because the money leaves without conscious acknowledgement. That invisibility is exactly what makes it dangerous. Next comes convenience spending, a trap closely tied to modern lifestyle and decision fatigue. We pay extra to save time or energy, ordering food instead of cooking, ride-sharing instead of driving, or opting for faster shipping at checkout. Each choice feels minor, even rational. But over weeks and months, the cumulative cost can equal or surpass essential expenses like utilities or groceries. Convenience is a powerful emotional trigger. It makes spending feel justified, even necessary, while secretly draining your funds. Emotional spending is another invisible pitfall. After a stressful day, a small treat or impulse purchase can temporarily lift your mood. Feeling bored, anxious, or overwhelmed, the subconscious solution becomes spending. Whether it's buying a new gadget, scrolling and shopping online, or indulging in impulse upgrades, emotional spending is rarely about need. Over time, these small purchases become a self-reinforcing habit that disguises itself as reward, comfort, or coping strategy. Social comparison further amplifies the trap. Social media platforms, advertising, and peer behavior normalize constant upgrades. You see friends moving into bigger apartments, traveling more, or upgrading phones annually. Subconsciously, your internal benchmark adjusts. Suddenly, your current lifestyle feels insufficient. You may not realize you're spending more to keep up rather than to fulfill actual needs. This trap is silent, subtle, and psychologically powerful, creating pressure even when you consciously know you shouldn't spend. Another overlooked trap is hidden lifestyle inflation tied to income increases. When your paycheck grows, so does your lifestyle. Not necessarily consciously, but inevitably. Higher income often triggers slightly more expensive choices, a bigger apartment, better grocery brands, or faster services. You may celebrate the raise as progress, but if the extra income disappears into upgraded habits, wealth building never occurs. This is why people earning more often feel like they're in the same place financially. They are trapped by the lifestyle adjustments that match their earnings. Lack of financial awareness makes all these traps more dangerous. What isn't tracked or reviewed is underestimated. Many people assume small expenses are manageable. Few pause to review the total impact of daily indulgences, monthly subscriptions, and lifestyle upgrades. When a detailed account is examined, the numbers shock and reveal the true cost of the invisible traps. Awareness is power. By identifying these traps, you create the ability to disrupt them. Tracking every dollar, analyzing recurring costs, and reviewing emotional or social triggers illuminates where money is escaping. You start to see patterns rather than random losses. The invisible begins to become visible. Everyday financial leaks that quietly sabotage your goals. The invisible traps draining your money. Subscriptions, convenience spending, emotional purchases, social comparison, and lifestyle inflation. While each seems small on its own, the real danger emerges when they compound over time, creating a financial pressure cooker that few recognize until it's too late. Think of your monthly expenses like a snowball rolling down a hill. Each small, seemingly harmless purchase adds to it, gradually gaining size and speed. The coffee runs, streaming services, premium apps, and meal deliveries aren't disastrous individually, but combined, month after month, they transform your financial landscape. Over a year, this invisible spending can total thousands of dollars, funds that could have gone into investments, savings, or debt reduction. Yet, because each decision is minor, your brain doesn't register it as critical, leaving you trapped in financial inertia. Lifestyle choices amplify this compounding effect. As income grows, people often increase spending proportionally, a phenomenon known as hedonic adaptation. What felt like a luxury a year ago now feels normal. The upgraded apartment, better phone, premium groceries, and convenience services stop being indulgences. They become expectations. Your standard of living continuously adjusts upward, keeping pace with your earnings. Even if your salary doubles, you don't feel twice as secure, because your lifestyle automatically scales to absorb the extra income. Psychology intensifies the trap. Humans naturally seek comfort and avoid pain, which means spending to reduce stress or save time often feels justified. Emotional triggers, stress, boredom, social pressure, encourage ongoing consumption. Over time, these patterns create a cycle. More income, more spending, more stress disguised as normal living. Financial stress doesn't disappear. It simply shifts to new, hidden areas of expenditure. The lifestyle trap also impacts long-term planning. When routine spending silently escalates, it reduces financial breathing room. Emergency funds stagnate. Investments are delayed. Retirement accounts grow slowly. Children's education funds may be compromised. In effect, lifestyle decisions consume opportunity cost, the wealth you could have accumulated over time. The trap doesn't just steal money, it steals potential. Moreover, financial commitments become sticky. Upgrading your apartment or car, adding recurring services, or buying premium gadgets locks you into higher fixed costs. Once these habits are normalized, it's psychologically difficult to scale back. Rolling back a lifestyle feels like deprivation, even failure, which discourages course correction. The longer the pattern continues, the harder it is to regain control, creating a compounding loop of financial stress. Another hidden effect is delayed realization. Many people don't notice how serious the trap has become until external pressure exposes it. A medical bill, sudden job loss, or unexpected repair. At that moment, the financial strain feels catastrophic, even though it has been building silently for years. This delay is why the lifestyle trap is often called the slow thief of wealth. The good news is compounding works in your favor too, if applied strategically. By identifying spending patterns, consciously managing lifestyle inflation, and redirecting funds into savings or investments, you can reverse the snowball effect. Small, consistent adjustments, cutting unused subscriptions, delaying upgrades, or automating savings, begin to compound wealth instead of financial strain. The lifestyle trap isn't about one mistake. It's about repeated patterns magnified over time. Awareness and strategic action are the only ways to regain control. By now, you understand how invisible spending, lifestyle creep, and compounding choices quietly erode your finances. Now, it's time to focus on actionable strategies to escape the lifestyle trap and regain control over your money. The first step is awareness and tracking. You cannot fix what you do not measure. Start by recording every expense for at least one full month. Include everything: subscriptions, daily coffees, meal deliveries, ride shares, small impulse purchases, and premium services. Most people underestimate how much these small costs add up. Once you have the data, patterns become obvious and invisible leaks are exposed. Awareness is the foundation of change. Not every expense is bad. Some support convenience, health, or personal growth. The key is intentionality. Separate necessities from non-essential spending. Identify areas where indulgences can be reduced or delayed. Prioritize spending that aligns with your long-term goals, like investing, debt reduction, or building an emergency fund. When every dollar has a purpose, lifestyle creep loses power. Subscriptions and automatic payments are some of the sneakiest traps. Audit all recurring payments and cancel services you rarely use or can live without. Consider consolidating services or switching to lower-cost alternatives. Small recurring savings, multiplied over a year, can free hundreds or thousands of dollars without sacrificing lifestyle quality. Convenient spending feels effortless, but the cost accumulates quickly. Slow down the process. Remove saved cards from apps, require 24 to 48-hour delays before purchasing non-essential items, or set strict monthly budgets for discretionary categories. Friction allows reflection and reduces emotionally driven purchases. Another crucial strategy is living below your means and protecting margin. Avoid automatically upgrading lifestyle with every raise or bonus. Instead, allocate additional income to building wealth, investments, savings, or early debt repayment. Margin, the gap between income and lifestyle expenses, creates flexibility, resilience, and freedom. The wealthy understand this principle. They prioritize assets over consumption. Mindset adjustments are equally important. The lifestyle trap often triggers a psychological response. Spending is tied to identity, comfort, or social validation. Shift the focus from temporary gratification to long-term security. Learn to derive satisfaction from growth, stability, and intentional living rather than constant upgrades. Psychological resilience reinforces financial discipline. Side hustles, freelance work, or small investments can provide funds specifically allocated to wealth building rather than lifestyle inflation. By separating these funds from daily expenses, you create a buffer against the trap, ensuring extra income compounds wealth instead of feeding temporary habits. Reduce exposure to triggers, limit social media scrolls that induce comparison, unsubscribe from marketing emails, and avoid shopping apps that encourage impulse buys. Surround yourself with peers and communities that value financial discipline and long-term planning. A supportive environment makes consistent action easier and more sustainable. Escaping the lifestyle trap is not about cutting every pleasure. It's about intentional control. By tracking, prioritizing, introducing friction, protecting margin, adjusting mindset, leveraging income, and designing your environment, you systematically reclaim power over your money.